So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The
match.
excitement already
Tunisia
palpable.
against Germany.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, we have a very exciting player here, Peter, in the shape of Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Someone who's shown...
He's had a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Oh, that's fabulous. Bale. Oh, sweet feet. And a chance! He's got away with one there.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Chiellini. And it's Bale. And that was asking for too much. And that's a goal kick. Costa Curta. Boyan.
Oh, great feet, that.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Xavi Alonso. That's good running with the ball. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. That has not gone well. And here's Cruyff. Spread out to the left. Oh, good read. Bale. Tunisia replying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Hannibal. Roberto Carlos, he's got away. And that is out and behind, it's a good block. Tunisia with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Shot, surely! Oh, that is a good ball to find him. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bale. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Roberto. There's the header! And again! Goal! And it's Tunisia who take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper, couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Tunisia have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Hullet. Raum. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Beckenbauer cuts it out. Spread to the right. And the return pass. Roberto Carlos. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Nicely shaped ball. Kvaratskhelia is wide and looking to get onto this. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Xabi Alonso tries to clear. Germany are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Bullet, great ball, and he's in. Cruyff! Tunisia looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Zanetti. That's good play. Oh, he's having a go! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And the finish! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that really is so impressive.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tunisia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And we've reached half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Tunisia looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0
quick
at
reminder
half-time.
today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
And here is the first touch of the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Roberto Carlos, he can run onto that. And here's Pato. That is lovely. He's beaten the last man. He's having a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Alexander Pato really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Bale with the short one. Bale. Good chance here! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Just about within shooting range. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Substitution for Tunisia, number 20.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
To replace him is number 23, El Hadj Diouf. Substitutions taking place.
Pinches it off him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And it's Hullet. Kvaratskhelia has it out wide and in... Oh, good climb! Final touch was poor. Out for a throw. No, again there's no way through. Bale.
The attendance for this match
Tunisia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Hullet. Aims beyond the defence. Now who's going to be... He's going for goal! And it's Xabi Alonso. Hannibal. Adriano. Zanetti has it in a wide position. It's Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Costa Curta plays it all the way forward. And it's Bojan. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Adriano. Hullet. And he's forced to go back. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Knocks it into space. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Driving through the middle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's managed to get free. The ball chance! Bale finds himself offside. Roberto Carlos. And he's lost his man here. Shoot! Lacking in accuracy.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's been shifted off it. Now it's Bojan. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substitution in progress.
Time for a change in personnel. That's a lovely, neat pass. Now, can they get him away? And he's intervened well there. Nicely spread. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Rummenigge. And that's a dangerous ball. Tunisia are closing in on a comfortable win. Hannibal. Roberto Carlos. Juve. Into the last 5 minutes. Good challenge, excellent challenge. And that was very necessary.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Threads one in. Oh, perfectly measured that. Xavi Alonso. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Added minutes has been indicated.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Real chance here. He's had a shot! Oh, well taken goal. But that is not going to count.
Well, I think he knew, Peter, the way he sheepishly looked across.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Hannibal. And we're done. Tunisia pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then. Xavi Alonso turning out for what will be his 400th appearance. There's a precious little point talking of anyone else here today, Jim.
Yeah, his achievements are incredible. He made a commitment to this team, and he has honoured it by giving his all, week in and week out. A proper stalwart.
And here's Pato. Kalulu. Can he get it through? Shot! And that's a sharp finish. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar tries to pass it through. Now it's Villa. Now it's Messi. Hannibal. Now then, the ball's come loose. Luis Suarez. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Tunisia, without doubt, seeing more of the ball and looking to turn it now into something meaningful. Lovely bit of skill. And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's Luis Suarez! Zanetti. Adriano. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way through. Puyol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hannibal tries to dink it through. Bale! Goal! And we have liftoff! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Tunisia have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's a good ball. It's Luis Suarez! Has a look and place it forward. Can he get on the end of this? He's in plenty of space here. That is good strength.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Luis Suarez. And it's Neymar.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's the...
Adriano! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's Bale! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top draw! And that was his 20th goal for this team. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Neymar. Tunisia have hit a quick-fire double here. Neymar knocks it out wide. Neymar. Jordi Alba gets into a good position. Schlotterbeck tries to clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a shade optimistic. Piqué. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And this is Luis Suarez. And it's Luis Suarez. Hannibal. Xavi Alonso. Adriano. Lovely pass, but can he get there? This looks promising. Hannibal. Xavi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Xavi.
2 added minutes has been
Now it's
indicated.
Villa. Xavi. Jordi Alba. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Piqué. Now it's Messi. Messi. Luis Suarez. And that signals the end of the first period. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Tunisia will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Xavi. That's Busquets. Now it's Villa. Played out wide. Jordi Alba. Xavi. Oh, that's a very decent chance! He's played it back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. David Villa. Time and again they are repelled. Oh, there's a probing ball. This game already looks like a fait accompli. Busquets gets over and intercepts. Now it's Luis Suarez. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Luis Suarez! Magnificent! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Out towards the flank. Zanetti. Now, can they get... Shot, surely! Xavi. David Villa. Now it's Messi. Probing pass. That has not gone well. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Xavi Alonso. And it's Zanetti. That's been slipped through. Bale unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Roberto Carlos. That's going across goal. And a header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Tunisia, number 18, Number 20.
And it's been taken short.
Number
Bale
24.
goes for the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. And Messi!
Messi clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Distributed tidily. That has been cut short. Schlotterbeck. Odegaard. Fernandes. Oh, he's found support out wide. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Odegaard. That's good play. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Pass is just off target. Fernandes. And it's Berbatov. Xavi. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Into the last 5 minutes. Fernandes can so cleverly bypass the press. That's a nicely shaped ball. Bale! Against the crossbar. Busquets. For Messi. And that has left him in a heap. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Tunisia. Number 3.
So we have movement on both benches.
Carlos. Number 13. Zanetti. Coming on the
Busquets.
field. Number 27.
Now it's Villa.
Serginho. Number 7. Hakimi.
Odegaard.
Substitution in progress.
Well, that looks a
Only
decent
3
ball.
minutes at a
Oh,
time.
well measured. Big chance! That is decidedly lacking. Triol. Turan. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a tale of 2 very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Tunisia against Suriname.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We are just getting started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many... And a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Oh, nice touch. Brilliantly cut out. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Can he get on the end of this? It's Bale! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's played it in low. Adriano. That's a little off target. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Oh, he's having a go! That is special! Gareth Bale! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mateus. Oh, super ball. Pato. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Cruyff. Now this could be a chance. Another chance from a corner. Kalulu getting this one clear. There's the shot! That's unlucky, just wouldn't come down.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Adriano. Tunisia currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Bale. Oh, sweet feet. Chance, surely! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Adriano! Oh, it's come off the upright. Alexander-Arnold. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Distributed tidily. Adriano. Gerrard. 15 minutes till half-time. Can he get it through? And this is Bale. It's Bale! better.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Gerrard. Mateus. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tries to pass it through. He's picked his way through. Kalulu gets across to intercept that. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And this is Pato. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! Haaland. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Hannibal. He's on it, can he get away? And he's big chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A case now of complete control. Tries to play it through. Just the keeper in his way. Can he finish? He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front foot.
Oh, great leap! Oh, denied at the last.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Bale, who is really short on confidence. That's it, 45 minutes up. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Tunisia looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Out towards the flank. Hannibal. Good chance here! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's found some space. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. He's had a shot! And he's there to get it away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Gerrard. Adriano. That's Gerrard. And it's Cancelo. Cruyff. João Cancelo is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
The attendance for this
Haaland.
match was 52,820.
60 minutes played.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't...
Shapes to shoot! And he's quick to get rid. Chooses to go cross-field.
Good switch, that.
Looking for the run. Chiellini makes the interception. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Cruyff. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Mateus with a real chance here. Mateus! And it's Alexander-Arnold. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he shoots! Bale. Adriano. Pressing high and with purpose. He's gone forward. Now it's Bale. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. That's good play. Cruyff. Chance here to counter. And it's Gerrard. And it's been played through.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that...
Real chance! And he's stuck it away! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to...
He's having a hit! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The
Hello,
game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
and welcome
The
to
excitement
today's match.
already palpable.
Galatasaray against Tunisia.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
So it's away we go then.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements overlap.
Hannibal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
What a fabulous run. OK, it didn't come off in the end, Peter, but that would surely spark some kind of response from those around him.
Hullet. And this is Zola. Marcelo has it out wide and in space. That's a throw.
Gattuso.
And Zola!
That is decidedly lacking.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Zanetti has it in a wide position.
Messi.
Not a bad start to the game, a chance at either end already. It's played through for him.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, there's a probing ball. Roberto Carlos.
Knocks it into space.
Baresi does well to get it back. And it's Seedorf. And here's Messi. Messi! It's hit the upright.
I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Hullet gathers from the goal kick. Hullet.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
And they're back on the ball again. Seedorf. Header! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
He's given the time to pick a pass. Tries to pass it through.
Space for him to turn and look. And it's Bale. That's a cute ball. Oh, important interception. Succumbs to the pressure. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. He's shifting through the gears here. That is good strength. He'll try from distance. Approaching the half-hour mark. And here's Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's taking no chances there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pato. And here's Ibrahimovic. Great ball, Seedorf!
And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Hannibal. Now it's Pato. And this is Roberto Carlos. Shot at goal! Goal! And it's Tunisia who take the lead. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Chance! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
Tunisia leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1. He's having a shot! Has another go! Oh, good finish! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's Pato! The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's 1 each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half is up and running. Varane makes the interception. That is good alertness. Xavi Alonso threads one in. Now it's Bale. Bale! Oh, it's come loose.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Roberto Carlos. And here's Pato. Gattuso clears without hesitation.
Substitution for Galatasaray.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
He is just caressing the ball. Roberto Carlos. Adriano receives it in a... It's Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Galatasaray have the chance to go the other way. Roberto Carlos kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Marcelo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. Baresi, always a very imposing presence at the back.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Gattuso spots it and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Baresi. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
And here's Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop!
He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Ibrahimovic cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
Substitution for Galatasaray. Number
The two
7,
coaches are signalling
Zola.
changes here, both at the
Number
same
11,
time.
Hullet. Coming on the field, number 20.
Well
Del
seen,
Piero.
saw that coming.
Number
He read that
12,
really well and
Hazard.
stopped it.
Substitution.
Marcelo powering forward here. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Galatasaray certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means he's been bundled over. That is a foul.
No second thought, a straight red card.
It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Tunisia are down to 10 men.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Substitution in progress.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Del Piero!
Ødegaard. Looking for a runner.
Floated through.
And that pass just didn't quite work.
Bale.
There they go, hunting again. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bale. Baresi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Played into space. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Del Piero.
And it's Marcelo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he has shown him a yellow card. Into the last 5 minutes.
Hazard! Oh, that
was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Kalulu gets it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
No, that's been intercepted. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Hakimi.
Added minutes has been
Lovely,
indicated.
neat pass. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. This is the time you need that pace.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Chiellini. Gattuso concedes a free kick for that. Gattuso has been sent off, just to confirm that, of course, that was his second yellow card. He is through here! And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch, actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Paris Saint-Germain.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win, and he helped to introduce the footballing planet to Senegal.
Yeah, he did indeed, Peter. El Hadj Diouf, the undoubted driving force behind that fast, powerful...
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Roberto Carlos venturing down the left. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. That has not gone well. Nicely weighted ball. So just the one early goal to report so far. One
Goes for a shot!
It's bounced back off the post. Adriano. Now it's Bale. Bale. And this is Bale.
Decent chance!
That's another chance.
And that's in! And they're threatening to fly away here!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Tunisia are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Beckham. Now that's well seen too. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Baresi calmly anticipates. And again they run up against stubborn defending. Floated through. Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Tunisia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Aubameyang. Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for the...
Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And he is just ripping it up!
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Substitution.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Tunisia find a position of real strength now. Nouri, lovely pass, but can he get there? And here's Elise. Good take, and is he...
Aubameyang!
Lacking in accuracy.
Well, the way he set himself up was just so clever. No wonder he's disappointed.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. It's played through for him. He is through here. Gets his head on it!
And yes, it's there!
A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
This is a promising build-up. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Cross from Ferran Torres. And that is well cleared. And he's quick to return it.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Great vision. Picked out brilliantly. Now it's Bale. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide. Hannibal. And it's Bale. Ferran Torres could move up a gear here, and it's made its way to him. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Zanetti. This looks promising. Aubameyang. Now it's Lopez. Now it's Ferran Torres. Lopez takes a shot! Oh, good finish! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable clutch. And that is all they have time for.
Well, I think it's pretty much ideal so far, Peter. They won't be happy about conceding, but other than that, it's been really plain sailing.
Tunisia up by 3 after a terrific 45 minutes. Even in a game like this, you would think that should be enough. Down to business again. Xavi Alonso. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Now the delivery. He's rising! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Xavi Alonso. Bale. Dani Olmo. Adriano. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Chiellini cuts it out. Hannibal. And here's Bale. Fermin. Olise. Oh, well measured.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's in on goal. He slings a header! And that's a good finish. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So could they be onto something here? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Cross from Hakim. Oh, great leap! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. Receives it in a good position here. That's a decent clearance. And it's Olmo. Out towards the flank. And that's aimed into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
The attendance for this match was 50,000.
Xabi Alonso. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, and the danger is averted. Hannibal. Baresi gets across to intercept that. Paris Saint-Germain have reclaimed it. Adriano going about things with real menace. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and it's played into the middle. And now they can clear their lines. Tunisia have it back and can go again. Chiellini. And it's Xabi Alonso. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Out for a throw.
Substitution for Tunisia, number 24, Xabi Alonso. Number
Intercepts
18,
the throw, that's well read.
Number 20,
Aubameyang,
and
looking for a runner. Well
Number
played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Saliba. Number 3, Roberto Carlos. Coming on the field, number 9, Fernandez. Number 22,
Just a
Odegaard.
quarter of an hour to play.
Number 23, Diouf. Number 2,
Diouf.
Van Dijk.
That is
Number
ended up in no
27,
man's land. The
Serginho.
most accurate pass.
Substitutions taking place.
Now it's Bale. Zanetti. Oh, that's nice. And this is Bale. Bale!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Bale.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Yamal gets into a good position. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Tunisia are looking to go forward now. Nouri cuts out the pass. Guti. Dani Olmo back and defending. Now it's Aubameyang. Aubameyang. That's beautifully weighted. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Olmo. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that is a routine catch. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Zanet. And we're done. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon.
And we're underway. Well, now here's Adriano, quite an enigma.
That probably best describes him. A fabulous natural talent that can be erratic.
Neymar. Ferran. Shot, surely!
He's delivered all right! The ideal start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurt.
Shapes to shoot!
Bruno Fernandes.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Nice looking ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
That is good alertness. Now it's Pato. Hannibal. Oh, no joy this time. Alexander-Arnold. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bruno Fernandes. No, it's come to nothing. Xavi Alonso. Oh, can he get onto this? He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, good climb!
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
And the through ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Now it's Kimmich, and he's got his cross in.
Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given.
Oh, this looks sharp. Bale receives it in a good position here. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Khan sends that a long way. Tries from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Hannibal. Now it's Pato. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ambitious ball here. He has a look up. Tunisia are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Tries to pass it through. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, that's wonderful alert. And a chance! And that's a good finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want.
He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Can he spark a counter here? Pass somewhat off target. Xavi Alonso. Hannibal. That's an imaginative pass. Saliba cuts out the pass. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, that pass isn't the best. Xavi Alonso. Hannibal. Adriano, always looking for that half a chance.
Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Some really good ball movement. And here's Pato. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That has been cut short. Neymar. Bruno Fernandes. That's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zanetti. Now it's Bale. Plays a sharp little ball here. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Hannibal. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. That has not gone well. So, a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Tunisia will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser, so this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are back underway. Chiellini makes the interception. Zanetti. Can he get it through? Oh, he's found support out wide. Foot in. Now it's Bale. Gravenberg defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good ball! And he is dashing away. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Pato. Di Marco. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Tunisia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Played out wide. And that is expertly dealt with. Ferran Torres does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Bruno Fernandes gets into a good position. Neymar. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Roberto Carlos tries to play it through. Now that's well seen too. Hannibal. It's a pretty loose pass. That's a sharp pass. And it's De Jong. Tries to thread one through. Kimmich's cross. Tries to get it clear. De Jong! And a neat finish. And they're back in front. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Chapeco leading now. Knocks it into space. No luck with that dink over the top. Bruno Fernandes is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Substituição em campo.
Chapeco with the corner, there first. And that has been cleared. Tunisia have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in. It's the keeper's ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Bale ready to try one. And this an opportunity to pull level. Bale! Oh, great save by Dida. Now it's Odegaard. Adriano, he's found the way through. Chiellini being watched hawkishly here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process. Shot at goal! Tunisia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
De Jong, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Bale goes for the shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And this is Bale. Such a big call, needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well read, nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. It's Adriano! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jude. He is through here.
And the shots!
And the shots! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Just the keeper in his way. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. But that signals the very end. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Alessandro Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristic.
Real chance! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Rice. Costa Curta. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nice control. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Kalulu defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Conte. In with the challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
Applies the finish! Oh, that's a waste.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Zanetti. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. Schneider. And this is Berbatov. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Conte. That ball looks a good one. Berbatov. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Carvajal, and that interception was most necessary. Now this could shoot! Goal! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Now it's Berbatov. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Berbatov. That has not gone well. Hannibal. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Costa Curta. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale gets into a good position. Here's a shot! It's loose now and they want... Oh, what has happened here? Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. There's the shot! Skims, and he's following up! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Tunisia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Bale goes short. Bale takes a shot! Carvajal. Now Costa Curta.
That's good play from him.
Costa Curta.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Tunisia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, nice touch. Great chance! Schneider, and they can counter here. Rice. And here's Bale, and it's Zanetti. Costa Curta. Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Berbatov. That is good alertness. Driving on and making good progress. Adriano tries to play it through. Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Schneider with the short one.
Added time.
And here's Schneider. Plays it across. Well, the clearance is short. And he shoots! And again! It's in! They are right back in business!
Well, they were starting to...
And that is all they have time for.
So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
So, nothing in it, Jim? What do you think?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths,
And
I
a quick
suppose
reminder today
neither
to
side
please
would be
take all
particularly
the
unhappy
bins
with the
located by
scoreline.
the entrance gate.
I suspect,
Thank
Peter,
you
the two
very much
managers
for
will be
your
keen to
cooperation.
urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So, 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Schneider. Conte. And it's Rice. To Schneider. Schneider will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pass has gone astray. Carvajal going after that. Saliba gets across and deals with it. Xavi Alonso. That's going wide left. Roberto Carlos making good progress. Crosses it in. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Delivered low. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a searching pass. And this is Berbatov. Shapes to shoot! He's delivered all right! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and make...
It's Adriano! Oh, good finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Chiellini. And here's Roberto Carlos. Now what about this cross? Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely spread. It'll be a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Hannibal. Nicely weighted ball. It's a threat. He's had a shot! It's a goal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And it's Zanetti. Some good work on the right flank here. Bale. Pass somewhat off target.
Substitution for Tunisia, number 18.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Alexandre Pato. Number 3.
Carvajal is
Roberto
always
Carlos.
looking to play quality balls.
Number 24.
Tunisia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 21. Danny Olmo.
Just about up to
Number
75
23,
minutes.
El Hadj
It's a
Diouf.
good ball out wide.
Number 27. Serginho.
Oh, well played, well sorted
Number
out.
9, Fernandez.
And this is a chance for Tunisia to counter-attack. Bale being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Dani Olmo. Adriano! And he's stuck it away. They've done it again. It is incredible.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, this is a great position. And he's there to get it away.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Bale. Zanetti. That's been slipped through. Oh, that was vital. Schneider, who's set up one goal so far. This is a promising build-up.
Will be 3
It's a
minutes
decent
added
chance to
time.
counter-attack.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Adriano purring through the gears. That's good defending, very good defending. Distributed tidily. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And that will be it. Magic. What a magical football match. And genuine respect all round. Adriano claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument.
Smoking is on.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very...
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Duke receives it in a wide position. Doué. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on. Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Tunisia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. And here's Bale. Goes for the shot! Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's got away. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. Yamal. And they're on him in a flash. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. And here's Vieri. Looking to pass. It's Vieri! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. That's a good foray he's making. Xavi Alonso. Saliba. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Messi. Barcelona have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Chip.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
And that is expertly dealt with. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Zanetti. Xavi Alonso makes a dash for it. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. Approaching the half-hour mark. Duke chasing after it. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Hazard. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Chance, surely! Superb from Vieri! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barcelona are in front. And
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And he shoots! Oh, it's hit the post!
He's found...
Tries a shot!
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Rijkaard. Cannavaro. Looking for options for movement. And that is well cleared. It's their second corner of the game.
Xabi Alonso plays it short. Xabi Alonso.
And it's played into the middle. Yamal clears it away.
It's out for a goal kick.
Has a look and plays it forward. No, that's been intercepted. Tries to pass it through.
Bale.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Bale! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always see...
It's hit the uprights.
And it's been hooked away.
It's a lovely, neat pass.
Saliba.
And it's Xabi Alonso.
And Kalulu. Zanetti. Knocks it into space. Engages and forces him off the ball. Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go?
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position...
And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Tunisia really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Tunisia do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Caceres cuts it out. Cannavaro. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Cafu. Yamal. And this is Vieri.
And this is Hazard. He's having a hit!
Great defending, strong and determined. Passing nice and neat. Shot could be on.
Chance for a shot! It's in!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Look at the space here.
There's the shot!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tunisia have the chance to go the other way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they're very right to be.
Diouf. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. Vieri going after that. Hannibal. It's a really well-measured ball. And that's a good... It's Adriano! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Tunisia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Rijkaard. Chiellini did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Xavi Alonso. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. And it's Xavi Alonso. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to play it through. Diouf. He has found a way through. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Adriano. Baresi can clear it away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5. El dorsal 21.
And he's managed to gift it back.
El dorsal 22.
Ronaldinho.
Xavi Alonso.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Now it's Ronaldinho.
El dorsal 9. Neymar. El dorsal 80.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
El dorsal 11. Saviola. Cambio de jugadores.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Tunisia clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
So, third corner of the game. Ødegaard with the short one. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's Bale! And that's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher...
Can he finish? And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Spread to the right. Bale. Oh, that's delightful. He's shifting through the gears here.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Caceres. Ronaldinho. Cannavaro. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And here's Neymar. That is lovely.
3 minutos de descuento.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Fernandez. Adriano.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's a sharp little ball here. And that is that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.